Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to learn a new stitch pattern. This is called diagonal shells, and who doesn't love shells? So shells are just a very beautiful piece to work with. This is a stitch pattern, not a stitch. The shells stitch is a stitch, but this is a stitch pattern. But you will see that they grow diagonally. And the more rows that you do, they will just grow and grow. So I used basically a 5.5 millimeter hook or I-9 and just a regular 4-weight yarn. You will really enjoy this pattern, and it's just a very beautiful, playful pattern. So just grab what you need and we'll get started. Okay, for our diagonal shells stitch pattern, I'm using a standard 4-weight yarn and an I-9 or 5.5 millimeter hook. I chained multiples of 8, then I added 5. So I've got 3 sections of 8, so that's 24, then add the 5, that's 29. Now for our foundation row, we are going to single crochet in the 9th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to skip 3, then single crochet in the next. And that is going to be your continuous pattern on this row. Chain 5, skip 3, and single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3 and then single crochet in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3, single crochet in that final stitch. And that is our foundation row. Row 1. We're going to chain up 3, and that will be our first double. 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So these 3 double crochet, 2 double crochet including the chain 3, will act as half of a shell. So now you want to single crochet into this first chain 5 space. Chain 5. Single crochet into the next chain 5 space. Then you want to do your first full shell, so you're going to make that into this next single crochet with 5 doubles, all in the same stitch. 3, 4, and 5. Then single crochet into this next chain 5 space. Okay, now we're just going to repeat that across, so we want to chain up 5 again, single in the next chain 5 space, and work our next cluster, or I'm sorry, our shell into the next single crochet. So 5 doubles here in the next single. 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to single crochet in the next chain 5, and then you want to chain 5, and then you're going to simply single crochet into the turning chain here of your last stitch of your last chain 5 here. So basically you just want to single crochet into your last space. Okay, and that is the end of actually row 1. So now row 2, we are going to chain up 3, and we will work 2 double crochet right into this same stitch, and you will single crochet into the next chain 5 space. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we will work in the center double crochet of our shells on this row, putting a single crochet into that center double crochet. Now in the next single crochet is where we're going to start building our diagonal shells. So you want to start that next shell into that single crochet. So put 5 doubles here. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single in the next chain 5 space. And now we're going to repeat that process. Chain 5, single in the center double crochet of this next shell here. Okay. And then you want to work your next shell into this next single crochet. So 5 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet in this chain 5 space. Chain 5. And single crochet into the top of that turning chain here. And that is the end of row 2. Okay, row 3, let's chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, as you see here, we're starting to go at an angle, and that's perfect. Now we're going to single crochet into this first chain 5 space, and then start working our next shell into this next single crochet. So let's work 5 doubles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll single crochet into the center double crochet of this next shell and chain 5. And go over to this next chain 5 space with a single crochet. And now we're going to repeat this. So now you want to work in the next single crochet with 5 doubles, build in our next shell. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single in the center double crochet here. Chain 5. And single crochet into this next chain 5 space. And now we're going to build a shell here into this last single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're just going to simply single crochet into the top of this turning chain. Okay, and that is row 3. So row 4, chain up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you see we are still going at a diagonal here, looking beautiful. You're going to single crochet in the center of the next shell. So 1, 2, 3. You want to single into the center double crochet. Now in the next single crochet you want to go ahead and build your next shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet in the next chain 5 space and chain 5. and then we're going to single crochet into the center of the next shell, and you're going to repeat that. So working our next shell in our next single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, and single into the center double crochet of this next shell. Okay, and now you want to build your last shell into that last single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now you're going to single crochet into the third chain of this chain 6. Okay, and you see, I'll back up a little bit more, that we are still growing our shells. So they are still growing in a diagonal form. So I will be back and we will finish this up with row 5. Alright, row 5, the final row. We're going to chain up 3 here and 2 double crochet right into the same stitch. You want to single crochet into the center of the next shell and chain 5. Single crochet into this next chain 5 space, and then work your shell into this next single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you want to single crochet in the center of this next shell, and you'll repeat this across. So chain 5, single in the next chain 5 space, and build your next shell into this single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single in the center double crochet of the next shell, and build your last shell in the next single crochet. So 1, sorry, hang on a second, I think we got to chain up 1 here, or 5. Let's chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we need to chain 5 first, and no we don't. I was correct to start with. Sorry guys, I am so confusing right now. So after you did that single crochet in the top of that center double crochet right here, we are just going to start building our 5 doubles. I had it right to start with. I was confusing myself. So let's build that shell. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we are going to single crochet into that third stitch of that chain 6. Now, I know you think your ends kind of look a little callywampus, but you just have to repeat the pattern and they do even themselves out. So basically, this pattern consists of these 5 rows, but repetitively you will do rows 2 through 5 as you build this pattern up. And you see that they just build diagonally as you go. So as you go, they will just keep getting bigger and bigger. And you can make this. This is one that you may want to block. I see that now as I've worked it to the length that I have. You may want to block this, but it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful pattern. I love working in shells. So this is one, turn it over here, yeah. one for the books. It's really beautiful. But you are going to simply repeat rows 2 through 5 and just keep working this up and up and up and up. And this would make a really beautiful scarf, in my opinion. So just go back through the tutorial, start with row 2, and then just work rows 2, 3, 4, and 5 and get this as long as you would like it. You can add multiples of 8 and make this anything you want it that's possible to be made with it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. So until next time, happy hooking!